part 2. Chemistry. It starts from question number 18. And this is given at pH is equals to pKin plus 1, where Kin they have said is an dissociation constant. Dissociation constant. This IN thing is coming because the indicator HIN is called indicator. It is a weak electrolyte. It dissociates like this. Its pH is given just like buffer solution. pH equals to pK plus log of salt, that is the ion, divided by acid, which is the indicator. This is how we write down the pH for this. And the question it is given that the ratio of ion minus divided by HIN is 10, and that is why we are getting pH is equals to pKin plus 1. So that's correct. It also means that IN minus is 10 times greater than HIN. That means it is highly dissociated. From this I can say let's say this is 1, this would be 0 and 0. After that this will be alpha percent dissociated. This will become alpha and alpha. So alpha is basically the percentage dissociation. Alpha is the percentage dissociation. Alpha would be concentration of IN divided by concentration of HIN. IN divided by total, I would say, that will give you the percentage. So IN is alpha, total is 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha, that would be alpha upon 1 plus alpha. Understood? This I would say percentage dissociation. Alpha is given in the question. This is alpha, concentration of ion minus divided by concentration of HIN. This is alpha. This part is alpha. So we'll put 10 upon 10 plus 1 into 100 for percentage dissociation. So it would be 10 by 11 into 100. That would be 91.1%. 91.1 90.9%, which is almost 91%. So it will come out to be 91%, A option. Yes. Now we'll see question 2. (200 ml of 0.05 NKOH and 400 ml of 0.05 NHNO3. This is strong base, this is strong acid. When they are reacted, the heat released, which is the enthalpy of neutralization, that is X1. X1 amount of heat releases. So how much reaction has occurred? अगर हम KOH की बात करते हैं, then how much KOH we had? We had 200 into 0.05, which is 5 milligram equivalent. और HNO3, which is also a strong acid, ये कितना है? 0.05 into 400, that is 8. 200 into 5, that is 10 gram equivalent. 10 milligram equivalent, and this would be 20 milligram equivalent. If the two reacts, if this is 20, this is 10, then according to the concept of limiting reagent, only 10 reaction में लाकर ये completely use हो जाएगा और ये बच जाएगा. 10 milligram equivalent reaction में लाकर 10 milligram equivalent salt will form limiting reagent की वजह से. और वो 10 मिलीग्राम इक्विवेलेंट कितना हीट दे रहा है? X1 हीट दे रहा है. अब इफ इंस्टेड ऑफ ये जो हमने एसिड था उसको हमने चेंज कर दिया, अगर हमने HNO3 को चेंज किया, हमने बना दिया कितना? 300 ml 0.05 m, मतलब 15 ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट. तो KOH हम कितना लें जिससे what should be the KOH so that जो heat released हो X2 वो X1 की half हो? This is the question. So if we want half heat for half heat released, 5 milligram equivalent salt should form. मतलब केवल 5 मिलीग्राम इक्विवेलेंट की रिएक्शन होनी चाहिए. अब HNO3 तो पहले से ही हमारे पास 15 है, ये तो 5 बनेगा नहीं, तो हमें KOH को somehow 5 बनाना पड़ेगा, so that only 5 ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट की रिएक्शन हो. अगर KOH 5 ना होकर 10 हुआ तो 10 मिलीग्राम इक्विवेलेंट की रिएक्शन हो जाएगी. 15 हुआ तो 15 ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट की रिएक्शन हो जाएगी, क्योंकि हमें लिमिटिंग एजेंट के साथ चलना है. So we want KOH to be 5. How can KOH to be 5? In case of C option, you can check all of them, but C option अगर आप देखोगे तो it is 200 ml 0.05 m इनको मल्टीप्लाई करोगे m into v gives you millimoles, n फैक्टर 1 है तो यही ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट बन जाएगा, तो 200 into 0.05 divided by 1000, तो आ जाएगा 5 मिलीमोल्स या फिर 5 मिलीग्राम इक्विवेलेंट्स, इट इज व्हाट वी आर लुकिंग फॉर, तो इसका आंसर हो जाएगा सी। Okay. Question 20. This was question 19. A mixture of formic acid and oxalic acid is heated with concentrated H2SO4. It is a dehydrating agent to remove water. These would be the reactions. The gas produced is collected on its treatment with KOH. The gas produced, ये गैस है, ये गैस है और ये गैस है. वाटर तो लिक्विड के फॉर्म में रहता है, वाटर को मैं हटा देता हूँ. Let's say the gas produced is collected and on its treatment with KOH. KOH is a base. CO2 is acidic and CO is neutral. CO2 is acidic while CO is neutral. तो KOH रिएक्ट करेगा CO2 से. So the gas produced is collected and on its treatment with KOH, the volume of gas decreased by 1/6. मतलब CO2 के एब्जॉर्ब होने की वजह से गैस डिक्रीज हो रही है. तो हम लिख देंगे moles of CO2 divided by moles of total gases is 1/6. बस इससे निकल जाएगा रेशियो. अब इसके लिए सॉल्व कैसे करेंगे? If this is x moles, then this would also be x, and if this is y mole, this would be y and y. So we can take this formula now. It would be 1/6 is equals to y upon x plus 2y. To solve this, it would be x plus 2y is equals to 6y. That means x equals to 6y minus 2y, that is 4y. So x by y is equals to 4. So x is to y is equals to 4 is to 1. And C would be the answer. Okay. We'll take question number 21. A 2-gram sample of xenon, that means xenon is given as 2 grams, reacts with fluorine. Xe react with fluorine, it must be giving some xenon fluoride, we do not know that. The mass of the compound form is 3.158 grams. This is 3.158 grams, this is 2 grams. So XCFN is 3.158 gram while Xe is 2 gram. It means mass of fluorine is 1.158 grams. But we want the empirical formula, that is Xe and F is given weight upon molecular weight. Molecular weight of xenon is 133. It would be 1.158 divided by 18. This we have to solve. This will come out to be 0.0150 and it is 0.0643. These are their moles. We want the empirical formula, so we will divide by the smaller one. Smaller one is 0.015. This will come out to be 1, this will come out to be 4, so it should be XEF4. This would be the answer. Okay. This is question 21. Now we have more than one correct. Question 22. Which of the following statements are correct? The ratio of mth wavelength and nth wavelength. Mth line and nth line. Whatever the line we say, that is plus 1. Like if we talk about first line for Lyman, it will be coming from 2. If we say second line from Lyman, it must be coming from 3. तो एक एक्स्ट्रा करना पड़ता है. तो lambda of m mth line क्या हो जाएगा? 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon m plus 1 square. Or lambda n would be RH 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon n plus 1 का whole square. So lambda m by lambda n, इसे सॉल्व करेंगे तो क्या आएगा? m plus 1 का whole square into m plus 1 का whole square minus 1 divided by n plus 1 का whole square minus 1 divided by n plus 1 का whole square. और सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे तो इट वुड बी m plus 1 whole square minus 1 into n plus 1 whole square divided by n plus 1 whole square minus 1 into m plus 1 whole square, which is given as the first option, so it would be correct. Okay, इसमें ध्यान रखना है कि mth line means n2 is m plus 1 and nth line means n2 is n+1. That's it. इतना याद रखना है. ये इसका ए ऑप्शन था विच इज करेक्ट. बी ऑप्शन देखेंगे तो kinetic energy of emitted electron during photoelectric effect is lower than the energy of incident light. Yes, because incident light is equal to threshold energy plus kinetic energy as per the photoelectric equation. That means incident light minus threshold energy is kinetic energy, and we know that incident light is greater than threshold energy. Incident energy is greater than threshold energy. That means kinetic energy would be a positive value. That subtraction would be a positive value. So this would also be correct. Next, only Lyman lines are observed in absorption and emission spectrum both for unielectron species. This will also be correct because in general for any unielectronic species, electrons are present in ground state. So there can be absorption as well as emission. When they come to Lyman series again into n equal to 1, they undergo emission, and when they go from any state from ground state, it would be absorption. For Lyman series, it can be absorption as well as emission. Last is scattering of alpha particles involves perfectly elastic. Yes, it is perfectly elastic collision. The mass and the velocity before the collision and after the collision remain same. So it is a perfectly collision. Perfectly elastic collision. Question 23. If there were three possible values for a spin quantum number, means S could have three values, plus half, 0, and minus half, rather than two, then which of the following are correct in a hypothetical periodic table? Now, if S can have three values, it means an orbital can have three electrons. An orbital can have three electrons. So on that basis, if we talk about first period, will have only two vertical columns. First period मतलब first मतलब one मतलब 1s. तो 1s के लिए पहले दो रहते थे, जो कि एक ऑर्बिटर में दो इलेक्ट्रॉन आ सकते थे, लेकिन अब तीन हो जाएंगे. दैट मींस फर्स्ट पीरियड के अंदर थ्री वर्टिकल कॉलम्स आ जाएंगे. पहले दो आते थे, अब तीन हो जाएंगे अगर ऐसा हुआ तो. अगर एस की वैल्यू तीन, अगर एस के पास तीन वैल्यूज हो सकती है तो. देन वी हैव सेकंड पीरियड. सेकंड पीरियड में 12 एलिमेंट्स आएंगे. सेकंड पीरियड में क्या क्या आता है? सेकंड पीरियड में आता है 2s एंड 2p. 2s का होता है एक ऑर्बिटल और 2p के होते हैं तीन ऑर्बिटल्स. इसके अंदर आएंगे 3, 3, 3 एंड 3. यस, इट कैन हैव 12 एलिमेंट्स. Third, periodic table would contain 27 groups. 27 groups. Periodic table is based on S, P and D. तो S के हो जाएंगे 3, P के हो जाएंगे 9 एंड D के हो जाएंगे 15. Over it will be 3 plus 9 plus 15. Yes, there will be 27 groups. तो ये भी ठीक है. फर्स्ट वाले में जो है इसका आंसर जो है ABCD. इस वाले में ये भी सही हो गया और D वाला नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन द थर्ड पीरियड. नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन द थर्ड पीरियड. नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स इन थर्ड पीरियड. थर्ड पीरियड में कौन कौन आता है? 3s और 3p. 3s will have 3 elements now and 3p will have 9 elements now. So overall it will be 12 elements. So this will also be correct. तो ये इसका हो जाएगा क्या? B, C और D. अब है क्वेश्चन 24. N2 is taken 3 moles. H2 is taken 9 moles in an evacuated vessel. N2 plus H2 gives NH3 like this. At T equal to 0, this is 3 moles, this is 9 moles and this is 0. And reaction starts. We know X moles will react from here, then 3X moles will react from here and 2X mole will form here. T equal to T1 पे ही इक्विलिब्रियम आ गया. इक्विलिब्रियम इज अटेन्ड और अगर इक्विलिब्रियम अटेन्ड हो गया तो मास और अमाउंट will become constant. It won't change. मास या फिर अमाउंट जो है वो कांस्टेंट हो जाएगा, वो चेंज नहीं करेगा. तो जितनी भी चीजें निकलेंगी जो T1 पर आएगा वही T2 पर आएगा, वही T3 पर आएगा. अमाउंट जो है T1 का, T2 का, T3 का सबका सेम रहेगा. T1 पर निकाल लेते हैं. कह रहा है कि अमाउंट ऑफ अमोनिया इज फाउंड टू बी 34 ग्राम. T2 पर मिला है 34 ग्राम अमोनिया. 34 ग्राम अमोनिया का मतलब 2 मोल्स अमोनिया. तो T1 पे भी यही मिलेगा 2 मोल्स अमोनिया और अमोनिया हमारे पास है 2x. 2x इक्वल टू 2 मतलब x इक्वल टू 1. x की वैल्यू मिल गई. x की वैल्यू मिल गई तो यहाँ डाल देंगे. ये आ जाएगा 3 minus 1, 9 minus 3, 2 into 1 मतलब 2 मोल, 6 मोल एंड 2 मोल. अब इनके मासेस अगर हम निकालते हैं तो इसके मासेस आएंगे. N2 का 2 मोल्स कितना होगा? 2 into 28 मतलब 56 और ये कितना होगा? 6 into 2 मतलब 12 और ये कितना होगा? 17 into 2 that would be 34. ये इनके मासेस आ गए. अब देखते हैं फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या रहा है. W of N2 plus W of H2 plus W of ammonia at T equals to T1 is 118. Is it 118? देख लेते हैं. 56 plus 12 plus 34. This is 68 plus 34. नहीं, this is 102 grams. ए ऑप्शन रॉन्ग हो गया, बी ऑप्शन राइट हो गया, क्योंकि टाइम तो मैटर ही नहीं कर रहा है, मास फिक्स हो चुका है. सी में कह रहा है W of N2 डिवाइड बाय W of H2 इज 14/3. देख लेते हैं. N2 कितना है 56, H2 कितना है 12. ये हो जाएगा 3, ये हो जाएगा 14. यस, सी इज करेक्ट. डी है W of N2 divided by W of H2, that is 28/12. 8/12 नहीं, 56/12. सेम ही हो गया. हाँ, तो टाइम का तो मैटर ही नहीं कर रहा ना. एनी टाइम इट विल कम आउट टू बी सेम ओनली. तो इसका भी हो जाएगा BCD. Okay. Now we'll see integer questions. We have Na2CO3 plus CaCO3 plus clay, and we have heated it. We have got some CO2 gas. This whole thing is overall 12 grams. But CaCO3 is produced, well, CO2 is produced by the thermal decomposition of CaCO3 only. By the thermal decomposition of CaCO3 only. तो हम कह सकते हैं कि if we are getting 1.792 liter of CO2, it must be coming from CaCO3 only. इससे हम CaCO3 के मोल्स निकाल सकते हैं. कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? CaCO3 अगर हम डिकम्पोज करते हैं तो मिलता है CO सॉलिड प्लस CO2 गैस. इसके 1 मोल से हमें ये 1 मोल मिलता है. मतलब moles of CO2 gas would be same as moles of CaCO3. और moles of CO2 कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? Volume divided by standard volume, which is 1.79 divided by 22.4. इसको अगर हम सॉल्व करते हैं तो it will come out to be 0.08 liter. Sorry, 0.08 मोल. तो हमें CO2 के मोल्स मिल गए 0.08 मोल. मतलब CaCO3 के मोल्स भी मिल गए 0.08 मोल. मतलब ये हो गया 0.08 इंटू 100, क्योंकि इसका मोलिकुलर मास 100 होता है, तो हो गया 8 ग्राम्स. 8 ग्राम्स हमारे पास CaCO3 आ गया. तो मिक्सचर में से 8 ग्राम तो CaCO3 है. 8 ग्राम CaCO3 है. CaCO3 is 8 ग्राम. बाकी हमें बताना है Na2CO3. वो कैसे बताएंगे? कंप्लीट न्यूट्रलाइजेशन के लिए, फॉर कंप्लीट complete neutralization of mixture 19.8 liter 0.01 N HCl is used. मतलब कितना HCl यूज हुआ? Moles of HCl would be 19.8 into 0.01, मतलब 0.198 moles, millimoles I would say, नहीं लीटर है ना तो moles, 0.198 moles of HCl यूज हुआ है. 0.198 moles of HCl यूज हुआ है. ओके तो अब इसमें से हमें पता है कि एक CaCO3 के साथ 2 HCl यूज होता है. तो अगर हमारे पास ये है 0.08 मोल, इसके साथ कितना लगा होगा? इसके साथ लगा होगा 0.16 मोल. 0.16 मोल तो ले गया कौन? CaCO3. तो बचा कितना? मोल of HCl reacted with Na2CO3 कितना? 0.198 में से 0.16 चला गया तो बचा कितना? हो गया 0.38. पॉइंट 038 रिएक्ट किया है किसके साथ? Na2CO3 के साथ. अब Na2CO3 में भी क्या है कि जब इसका 2 मोल तब इसका 1 मोल. तो अगर ये है 0.038 तो ये कितना होगा? ये होगा 0.19 मोल. यस, तो हमें पता लग गया 0.019. कि मोल्स ऑफ सोडियम कार्बोनेट कितना है? 0.019. हम इसका मास निकाल लेंगे. मास ऑफ सोडियम कार्बोनेट कितना आ जाएगा? 0.019 इंटू 106. 106 का मोलिकुलर मास होता है, इट वुड बी नियरली 2 ग्राम्स. तो इसका आंसर आ जाएगा 2. ओके, बाकी 2 ग्राम जो बचा हुआ है वो सारी क्ले हो गई. अब है क्वेश्चन 26. इट्स अ इजी क्वेश्चन काइंड ऑफ. 2 फ्लास्क A and B are connected to a negligible volume pipe, flask A and flask B. Here volume is 2 liter, here volume is 4 liter. Here pressure is 2 atmosphere, here pressure is 2 atmosphere. What will be the final pressure they are asking? We know that after the two gases mixes, total moles will be N1 plus N2. That means moles of flask A plus moles of flask B would be moles of flask A plus B. That's it. We will apply ideal gas equation. Apply ideal gas equation. It says PV equals to nRT. That means N is equals to PV by RT. We'll write EA VA upon R EA plus PB VB divided by R PB is equals to P final V final divided by R T final. Temperature is kept constant, so it will get cancelled out. R will also get cancelled out. So here it is 2 into 2, again it is 4 into 2 is equals to P to 6. It is 2, 9, 4 plus 8 is equals to 16. That will be 12 by 6. That would be 2 atmosphere. Answer would be 2 atmosphere. Understood? Then we have question 27. A weak acid is titrated against a strong base. So let's take weak acid as CH3COOH and strong base as NaOH. Titrate means they are reacted, so it will give salt and water. At half of the equivalence point, that means half of the reaction occurs. At half of equivalence point means half neutralization occurs. Half neutralization occurs. अगर half neutralization हो जाती है, then moles of salt becomes equals to moles of acid. This is the concept of half neutralization. Moles of salt becomes equals to moles of acid. ऐसे केस में अगर हम pH निकालते हैं तो pH we know pH is equals to pKa plus log of salt upon acid. Now because moles of salt is equals to moles of acid, so that would be pH is equals to pKa plus log of 1 by 1. Log 1 would be 0, so pH would be equals to pKa. But as per the question, it is X. So pH is equals to X. Now 10 times dilution occurs on 10 times dilution. The pH of the titrant would be, now the concentration part is not there. The concentration part is not there, so it won't affect the pH value. pH value will not get affected. क्यों? क्योंकि pH किसके बराबर है? pKa के बराबर है, और pK डिपेंड करता है Ka ऊपर, और Ka डिपेंड करता है ओनली टेम्परेचर के ऊपर, इसलिए इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा, और इफेक्ट नहीं करेगा तो हमारे पास x प्लस माइनस वाई आएगा, बट y की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी 0 because it won't get affected. In question 28, in an iodometric titration, the following reaction occurs. ठीक है. We know that here first Cu2 plus is getting reduced and I minus is getting oxidized. It is becoming I2 and it is becoming Cu plus. The same I2 is again getting reduced to I minus and oxidizing thiosulfate ion to S4O6 2 minus. So basically, gram equivalent of Cu2 plus would be same as gram equivalent of I2. That gram equivalent would be equal to same as H2O3 2 minus. तो ऊपर वाले रिएक्शन में सारे ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट बराबर होंगे, नीचे वाले रिएक्शन में सारे ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट बराबर होंगे. तो Cu2 प्लस के ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट जो है H2O3 2 माइनस के ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट के बराबर होंगे. तो सॉल्व करते हैं. Gram equivalent is what? Moles into n factor. This would also be moles into n factor. N factor कितना रहेगा? Cu2 plus is converting to Cu plus, so n factor would be 1. That would be 1 into 0.12. और यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है कि H2O3 2 minus is getting converted to S4O6 2 minus. This is plus 2 charge, this is plus 2.5 charge. इसका n फैक्टर निकालेंगे तो आएगा 2. हो जाएगा 2 आएगा 2 2 जा 4 2 जा 8 and 10. डिफरेंस कितने का है? डिफरेंस है 0.5 का, 2 एटम से नहीं. n फैक्टर आएगा 1. n फैक्टर अगर 1 आ जाता है तो इट वुड बी दिस. लेकिन यहाँ पर तो हमें वॉल्यूम के साथ रिलेट करना है. अगर वॉल्यूम के साथ रिलेट करना है तो हम बोलेंगे नॉर्मैलिटी नहीं मोलरिटी पूछिए तो मोलरिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम इन लीटर इनटू n फैक्टर. तो 0.12 इज इक्वल्स टू मोलरिटी कितनी है? मोलरिटी में नहीं पता. वॉल्यूम कितना है? 120 by 1000 into 1. तो ये कितना आ जाएगा? 12 से 12 कट जाएगा तो x would be equals to 1. That means 1 molar it will be. It will be 1 molar. Now we'll see question 29. A monoatomic gas. मोनोएटॉमिक बोला है तो उसका हम गामा लिख लेंगे. गामा वुड बी 5/3. इज expanded मतलब V2 is greater than V1 and P1 is lesser than P2. नहीं, P1 is greater than P2. प्रेशर बढ़ेगा, वॉल्यूम घट जाएगा. एडियाबेटिकली कह रहा है, लेकिन एडियाबेटिकली अगर कहता है तो हम लगाएंगे PV2 की रेज पावर गामा इज इक्वल्स टू कांस्टेंट. दैट मींस P1 V1 gamma is equals to P2 V2 power gamma. That means P1 by P2 is equals to V2 by V1 की power gamma. Now P1 is given as 10 atmosphere. P2 is not given. So let's say P2 is 1 atmosphere. V2 we do not know. V1 is 19.9 liter. If we put the values, it would be 10 by 1 is equals to x by 19.9 the power 5/3. How do we solve this? We'll multiply both sides by power 3/5. So this will get cancelled out. X by 19.9 would be equals to 10 की power 3.98 दिया हुआ है. So if we solve this, it would be 19.9 into 3.98. It's almost 79. It will come out to be 79 liters. Question 30. In the Bohr orbits, the mass of electron is doubled. The radius will become x times of original. Radius of Bohr orbit is 0.53 angstrom into n square by z. But this formula does not have m. So if we write down another formula, radius of n would be n square h square divided by 4 pi square m k z square. If we take this formula, then this question becomes very easy. Otherwise, we could not solve it. So we can see that radius is inversely proportional to mass. The question says mass is doubled. So radius would become half. It would be 0.5. That is it. Now we have section 4. Section 4. Paragraph is given. We'll read the paragraph. If we come to the question directly, then in hydrogen atom, it is a single electron species, diameter is given as 16.92. If diameter is 16.92, then radius would be half of it. That means 8.46 angstrom. Yes. Maximum of electrons that can be accumulated. Maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated, which is always 2n square. That means we want the value of n. n कैसे निकालेंगे? Radius is 0.53 n square by z. So it would be 8.46 is equals to 0.53 into n square by 1. इससे n स्क्वायर की वैल्यू आ जाती है 16, n आ जाता है 4. n की वैल्यू 4 आ गई तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितने हो जाएंगे 2 into 4 का स्क्वायर, दैट वुड बी 32. ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 31 था. थर्टी टू देखते हैं. तो if electron is coming from n equals to 6 to coming from to n equal to 3, 6 से 3 में आ रहा है. Number of electrons in the visible region. Number of electrons in visible region. Visible region means Balmer. Balmer means n is equals to 2. But the electrons are coming from 6 to 3 only. तो n के अंदर कितनी लाइन्स होंगी 0 लाइन्स. हो जाएगा. सेकेंड पैराग्राफ देखते हैं. 1m acetic acid, 1m HCl, 0.01m HCl are taken. pH of resultant solution. In presence of strong acid, weak acid does not dissociate, so pH or H plus ion will mainly comes from HCl. तो pH क्या हो जाएगा minus log of H positive ion concentration, which is coming from HCl only. It would be minus log of 10 की power minus 2. That would be nearly 2 only. इसका आंसर 2 हो जाएगा. Question 34. Which of the following of the pH is at 25 degree centigrade? pH बताना है. Which is twice alkaline as contains hydroxide ion. Hydroxide ion concentration जो है वो 10 to the raised power minus 7 होती है at 25 degree centigrade. So if we double it, तो concentration कितनी हो गई? Concentration हो गई 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. So we calculate TOH. TOH will come out to be minus log of 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. That would be 7 minus log 2. So this will be 6.97. pH is 6.97. So pH would be 14 minus 6.97. That would be 7.03. That would be the answer for the last question.